And we welcome you all. I'm Charles Gibson.
President Clinton ventured into cyberspace last night, taking part in a virtual town hall meeting. He went live online and answered questions submitted over a website. Mr. Clinton said the technology can help people hold politicians accountable.
Live from NBC4, the station working for you. Paul Moyer, Colleen Williams, Fritz Coleman AccuWeather, Fred Rogan Sports. Southern California's #1 news, the Channel 4 News at 5.
Well, Colleen, right now we are having what they call a moment. At this very moment, history is in the making tonight. President Clinton is doing something no president has ever done before. He is online, chatting on the internet. And thousands of people are logged on and talking in a town hall meeting format. Patrick Healy's live at the Cyber Cafe in Pasadena tonight. And he's got the story about the chat. Patrick?
Paul, Colleen, this was actually supposed to wrap up a few minutes ago at 5:30, but the president, as we check the monitor, he's still talking online. We're monitoring all this from the Cyber Cafe in Old Town Pasadena, and the news here, the significance of this, is not so much what the president is saying, but how it's being transmitted. A president relying on the latest communications technology to chat with his citizens around the nation. The fireside chat of FDR is the role model WJC had in mind this evening as he added a twist to his latest town hall meeting, putting it in cyberspace. And these are the images this evening seen by up to 50,000 netizens who had logged on to townhallmeeting.excite.com.
I recommended a lot of changes that will actually save some money in the system, but also providing a prescription drug option, which would be completely voluntary.
Like broadcasting in its early days, the limits of netcasting streaming video are all too evident. The upside trade-off, it's interactive.
The first few years of college becomes as much part of everybody's education as a high school degree is today.
Rock and movie stars may have done this before, but this is trailblazing stuff for the political world. Yet inside Old Town Pasadena's Cyber Cafe, the regulars were less than impressed, browsing elsewhere and professing no interest in cyber chatting with their president. Meantime, back at George Washington University, the self-proclaimed technologically challenged president was focusing on the future of cyberspace. Tonight's town hall sponsored by the Democratic Leadership Conference, but it's far from the only political group that is seeing the potential for using the internet. Both the major political parties are developing their own portal. GOPnet.com is expected to win the race. Reporting live from the Cyber Cafe in Old Town Pasadena, Patrick Healy, Channel 4 News. Paul and Colleen.
All right, Patrick, thank you.
From CNBC, this is Up Front Tonight for November 8, 1999. Here are Geraldo Rivera and Diane Diamond.
The most important thing.
Well, the vice president may lay claim to inventing the internet, but right now his boss is on it. The president is tooling down the information superhighway as we speak, participating in a, quote, virtual town hall meeting alongside a panel of some other government officials. But it's not like regular folks can just join in.
They're talking about education right now, I guess. Over the course of tonight's 90-minute webcast, the president is answering questions that are screened, carefully screened, we're told, from some of the 50,000 participants who are tooled in. A big step for the guy who described himself as technologically challenged.
Hope join the crowd, right?
But, radio was pretty new when FDR was doing his fireside chats.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And look where it got him. That's
Checking the week ahead here in Washington tonight, you'll be able to talk to the president in cyberspace, and the Supreme Court takes up limits on nude dancing. With details, here's First Business correspondent Elliot Lewis.
President Clinton begins the week with a town hall meeting over the internet. Computer users can log on and type in their questions for the president and other Democratic leaders, then see and hear their responses.
It's marrying an old forum of the town hall with new technology voice over the internet.
The website address is townhallmeeting.excite.com. The webcast begins at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday night.
is Headline News. First Watch with Linda Stouffer.
President Clinton held his first town hall meeting in cyberspace. Last night he joined state and local Democratic politicians to answer questions from computer users online. The White House says Mr. Clinton's image and responses were webcast to an estimated 50,000 people.
You're watching NBC4, the Tri-State News Channel. And now, Chuck Scarborough, Michelle Marsh, Janice Huff, and Len Berman. This is News Channel 4 at 6.
Well, in less than an hour at 7 o'clock, you will have your chance to talk with President Clinton. He's taking part in a presidential first, an online cyber chat. Jane Wattrell explains how this will work.
Democratic organizers compare the webcast to the historic fireside chats that was held by Franklin Roosevelt when radio was brand new.
Perry to Japan 88 years ago.
Now the new medium is the internet. The presidential cyber chat is generating a buzz among computer users like this young Democrat.
We're excited. It's a way to, I mean, how often do you get to ask the president questions directly?
Tonight's electronic town hall meeting will last 90 minutes. 15,000 people will be able to email questions to Bill Clinton. The president will not answer by keyboard, rather he'll answer on video that will be broadcast on home computer screens. Organizers believe the cybercast will be a great way to reach a new political audience.
Is that allows people from all across the country, regardless of where they are. They could live in Alaska, they could live in Hawaii, they could live in New York, California, Arizona, no matter where they are, to interact and participate in the democratic process.
Experts say roughly 11% of the public has internet access, a tiny piece of the pie as to how Americans get their news. But it's growing.
People aren't going to change. You're still telling your story. Politicians will be still talking to us, asking for our votes and so forth, but they'll be doing it more and more through the internet, through the television and speeches and radio that we now know.
White House aides say the president jokes about his inability to operate a computer, but reportedly he's very excited about going online tonight. That's because he believes the net is a great way to reach people and get them interested in politics. At the White House, Jane Wattrell, News Channel 4.
And if you'd like the web address for tonight's presidential chat, just click onto our website at newschannel4.com.
Now, news straight from America's hometown. This is All News Channel.
President Clinton begins the week with a town hall meeting over the internet. Computer users can log on and type in their questions for the president and other Democratic leaders, then see and hear their responses.
It's marrying an old forum of the town hall with new technology, voice over the internet.
The website address is townhallmeeting.excite.com. The webcast begins at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday night.
MSNBC is a presentation of NBC News. More Americans watch NBC News than any other news organization in the world.